All right, here's a little video to clarify any confusion about the Elements of Art challenge that you have to do. So we've probably already gone and learned about your Elements of Art, and you've probably taken some notes. And now I'd like you to apply your knowledge. So you have the instructions right here, but I'm just going to say them to you. So basically, you're going to go through your slides and you're going to give me the definitions of the elements of art. So I'd like you right here to define actual line. So you just click there and you give me a definition in your own words. And then here you have to give me a definition of implied line. And below each one, as you'll see, I'd like you to provide a photographic example of that element. So right here, I'd like you to give me a photographic example of actual line. And here, I'd like an example of implied line. Okay, same thing over here, right? Define organic shape. Give me an example of organic shape here. Okay, define geometric shape. Give me an example of geometric shape here. Okay, now I'm making this easy on you. I'm not making you go and search Google all the time. I'm actually giving you a bunch of examples of art pieces here. And what you need to do is actually pull from these examples and put them into your slides. So as you're going along and for example, with actual line, you gave me the definition. Now you can go back up into these slides and find the best example of actual line that you can find. Now, use your brain, use the definition of actual line. It's actual line is lines that are actually drawn. So if you're coming in here and going, oh yeah, this one right here, this piece, that's a great example of actual line. Are there any lines drawn in this art piece? No, there's not. Okay, so this would not be a good example of actual lines. So you have to look through everything and try and find the right one. Okay. Now, when you do find the art piece that you want to use for that example, it's a simple cut and paste. So if you select that you have power over this, you can select the image as you see. Sorry, these kind of overlap with each other. I ran out of space. But when you do find an art piece that you want to cut and paste onto the appropriate slide, you select it by clicking it and see the blue box lights up around it, and then you can go to edit and cut. Okay, and then go over to whichever slide you think it is and just edit and paste. Okay, and then you can move it where it's supposed to go. Okay, now another way to do that, if you don't like anything that you do, you can always just undo it by that button right there, in case you didn't know. And again, there we go. So our picture is back there. Another shortcut is if you select a picture, you can do Command X. That's cut. Okay, and then Command V is paste, and then you can move it around. So Command X or Control X, whichever you're using, a Mac or a PC, Control or Command X, and then Control or Command V. If you look here, it also gives you the shortcuts, the keyboard shortcuts. So this should be easy enough. And one of my favorite things, again, is like the back button when you need to undo something. Okay, so there, I'm back to normal. Okay, so hopefully that made sense to you. Make sure you get the right pictures on the correct slides, okay? And that's it. Good luck.